Ryan, 30M. Suppose I should start from the beginning. It's still fresh, and I won't pretend it doesn't sting. About 3 weeks ago, my girlfriend, Emily, 28F, sent me a text that hit like a freight train. We'd been together for almost 2 years, sharing my apartment for the past year. Things seemed fine? Maybe a touch distant recently, but nothing screamed trouble, or so I believed. The text arrived on a quiet Tuesday night while I was cooking dinner. Emily. Things feel heavy right now. I need space to sort myself out. Please don't reach out for a while. I'll contact you when I'm ready. Ouch. It felt like a kick to the chest. Space is rarely a good sign. Still, wanting to be the supportive partner, I replied, Me. Okay, Emily, I respect that. Take all the time you need. Silence followed. Nothing more from her. She asked for no contact, so I honored it. For a few days, I moped around the apartment, confused, hurt, wondering what heavy meant. Work kept me sane, a distraction from the fog. Then came Friday night. Restless, I was scrolling Instagram. That's when I saw it. A mutual friend tagged Emily in a post. Photos, sun-soaked beaches, cocktails. Emily, glowing with joy. Arm around Jordan, 29 Mem, her ex. The one she claimed was long gone. The caption read something like, Chasing Paradise, Reunited Vibes. My heart sank. Space to sort herself out meant a tropical escape with her ex. The hurt shifted into something sharper. A clear, cold realization. She didn't just want space. She wanted me sidelined while she rekindled things with Jordan, keeping me as her fallback in my own home. Using my support while demanding I stay away. Fine. She wanted space, no contact, done. Saturday morning, I acted. First, the locks. I called a locksmith and had the deadbolt and knob lock on my apartment door replaced. Cost me around $250, but the security was worth it. Her key was now worthless. Then, the car. Some backstory here. 6 months ago, Emily's old car gave out. She needed something reliable for her social media marketing job. Lots of client visits, she said. Her credit was shaky, so I stepped in. I purchased a used Mazda CX-5, about $18,000. The loan, title, and insurance, all in my name. The deal was she'd pay me monthly, which she mostly did. It was her car to use, but legally it was mine. I never added her to the title or insurance. She decked it out with fuzzy dice, made it her own. I grabbed the spare, key I'd kept, drove it to a reputable dealership that buys used vehicles, and explained I needed to sell as the registered owner. They inspected it, offered a preliminary $1,600 pending full checks and title verification. I signed the initial papers to move forward. They said it'd take a few days to finalize the sale. I left the car there, took an Uber back. Her parking spot at the complex, empty. Her belongings, untouched for now, still in the guest room closet. I wasn't tossing them. That felt too spiteful. But she wasn't waltzing back into my place without a conversation, which she'd explicitly asked to avoid. I felt oddly at peace, like I'd performed a necessary amputation. Hurt? Sure, beneath the surface. Felt foolish, too. But this wasn't about rage. It was practical. She asked for no contact and showed the relationship was done by jetting off with Jordan. I was just honoring her wishes while safeguarding my home and assets. Now, I waited. Her Instagram suggested the paradise getaway lasted another week. Let's see what happens when she returns to a useless key. Update 1, she's back. The moment. Arrived last Tuesday around 9 p.m. I, Ryan 30M, was watching TV, trying to ignore the tension in my gut. Keys rattled outside, followed by the sound of a key scraping the lock. Silence. More scraping, now desperate, then banging. Knock, knock, knock. Ryan, what's happening? Open the door. Emily's voice, irritated but not yet frantic. I took a breath, cracked the door, chain on. She stood there, suitcase in tow, tanned and fuming. My key doesn't work. Did the lock break? No, I said evenly. I changed them. She blinked. You what? Why would you do that? You asked for space and no contact, Emily. I made it permanent. What are you talking about? I just needed time. Her voice rose. I saw the vacation photos with Jordan. Seems you sorted things out. Her face shifted. annoyance to anger with a flicker of fear. That was just a trip. It didn't mean anything. We're just friends. I raised an eyebrow. Friends who take romantic island escapes while telling their boyfriend to stay away? Sure. Ryan, stop this. Let me in. My stuff's in there. Where's my car? Her eyes flicked to the empty parking spot. Where's my car, Ryan? The entitlement poured off her. She assumed everything would be waiting. First, this is my apartment. Second, it was never your car. It's mine legally, and I'm selling it. It's at the dealership. Her jaw dropped. You're selling it? You can't. I paid for that car. You made payments for using it, Emily. The title and loan are mine. The sale's in progress. This is crazy. You're stealing from me. I'm calling the police. She pulled out her phone. I shrugged. Go for it. Tell them your ex-boyfriend changed the locks on his apartment after you asked for no contact and vacationed with another ex. Explain he's selling his car, titled in his name. Let me know how it goes. She froze, phone midair. Then her expression turned venomous. You're awful. You planned this. You planned a trip with your ex and told me to back off. I respected that and handled the fallout. You don't get to keep me as a backup in my own home. Another voice cut in. Her sister, Brooke, 26F, stormed up from the parking lot. What's going on? Emily turning on the tears. Ryan changed the locks. He's selling my car. He's kicking me out. Brooke rounded on me. Are you serious? After all she's done for you, you lock her out and sell her stuff? It's my apartment, Brooke, and my car. She asked for no contact and went on vacation with Jordan. Check her Instagram. We're done. She needed space. You're supposed to support her, not punish her. Support her cheating? No way. She made her choice. Now she deals with it. Emily demanded her stuff, right then at 9 p.m. Not tonight, I said. Text me a time to pick up your things. I'll have them ready by the door. You're not stepping inside. You can't. Dictate. I can. My apartment. My rules. You wanted no contact? This is how it works now. Text me a time. Goodbye. I shut the door. Locked it. My hands shook slightly. Adrenaline, anger, lingering pain, but mostly relief. It was over for now. They lingered outside, Emily shouting, Brooke trying to calm her while probably egging her on. Then they left. Hours. Later, a text from Brooke's phone. Emily needs her stuff tomorrow, 10 a.m. Be ready. No courtesy, just demands. I replied, okay. Spent the night packing Emily's clothes, toiletries, books, trinkets, everything I could find. Stacked it by the door. It felt freeing. The dealership called later that week, maybe Thursday. Inspection done, final offer, 16th and $350. Slight dip for tire wear. I went Friday, signed the title transfer, got the check, deposited it. It felt like closing a painful, costly chapter. Tomorrow's. The pickup. Bracing for more drama. Update. The past week was wild. The entitlement just keeps escalating. It's almost admirable. The pickup went as planned. 10 a.m. Wednesday. Knock at the door. Not Emily. Brooke and their mom, Karen, showed up. Emily was too upset to face me sitting in the car. Karen dove in, eyes misty with what I'm sure were fake tears. Ryan, how could you do this to her? She loves you after 2 years. Not enough to skip a vacation with her ex while demanding space, Karen. It was a mistake. She was confused. You should forgive her. Selling her car? That's heartless. She needs it for work. It was my car, Karen. Legally mine. Her confusion broke our relationship. Choices have consequences. I opened the door wider, revealing the boxes in the entryway. Here's her stuff. Take it all. This is your only shot. Karen sniffed. We need to check the closets, the bathroom. No. You take what's here. I packed everything I found. You're not coming inside. Don't be difficult, Ryan. What if you missed something? Then too bad. Take the boxes. That's it. They wanted to push past, maybe argue, maybe claim I kept something valuable. Not happening. They grumbled but carried the boxes out, taking 3 trips. Karen kept up a speech about my cruelty, Emily's devastation, how I owed her for the car. I stood firm, repeating it was my car, my apartment. She ended the relationship. After they left, the texts began, mostly Emily. Some were weepy. I miss you. I messed up. Take me back. Others were furious. You owe me for the car. That was my money. I'll sue you. I ignored the emotional pleas. For the demands, I sent one reply. The car was mine, Emily. Title, loan, insurance, all me. Your payments covered usage like rent. No further discussion. Then I blocked her, Brooke, and Karen. But it didn't stop. Mutual friends, mostly Emily's circle, started messaging. Heard what you did to Emily. Pretty harsh, selling her car like that. She was spinning a victim tale, omitting the Jordan vacation. I explained to a few I thought might listen. Her text, the trip, the car being mine. Some understood, others bought her story. Fine. People choose their biases. Then, a dirty move. Yesterday, my landlord's office called about an anonymous complaint, disturbances, loud arguments near my unit. It reeked of calculation. I explained calmly to the manager, with whom I have a good rapport. My ex, who wasn't on the lease, moved out after a breakup. There was a brief argument outside when she found the locks changed, per her no-contact request and her actions. Her family came for her stuff. No disturbances inside, and she's gone. The manager noted it, said without further complaints, It's fine. I'm certain Emily or Brooke made the call to stir trouble. Low. Then, an Instagram message request from Jordan. I didn't read it. Deleted and blocked. No interest in his gloating or drama, their entitlement, the sneaky tactics. It only confirms I did the right thing. No guilt here, just validation. This isn't just Emily's mistake, it's her character, backed by Brooke and Karen. My revenge? Letting reality hit them. Apartment, secure, lease mine. Complaint, dead end, car, sold, money mine, legally clean. Her stuff, gone, communication, blocked. Any future threats go to a lawyer for a cease and desist. I consulted one. My stance on the car and apartment is ironclad. Their demands, victim act, and landlord stunt show they thought they could bully me back into supporting Emily's lifestyle. Nope, I'm focusing on healing now. It hurts to see someone I cared for reveal such deceit and entitlement. But I'm better off knowing. Final update. It's been 2 months since Emily returned from her space trip with Jordan. Things have calmed, mostly because I refused to feed the chaos. Here's the closure. Her smear campaign lingered briefly, lost some casual friends who swallowed her story. Honestly, no loss. My true friends, pre-Emily, stood by me. They saw her, disrespect, and backed me fully. Emily tried a legal jab. I got a poorly written letter from a cheap lawyer demanding $10,000 for her car contributions and emotional distress. It was laughable, typos, weak arguments. My lawyer sent a reply, copies of the car title, loan, insurance, all mine, a note that her payments were for usage, like rent, her space text, and Jordan vacation screenshots, plus a warning, further harassment would lead to legal fees, and a restraining order. Silence followed. Her lawyer likely saw no case and bailed. She couldn't afford a real fight, especially without my support. Grapevine news, Emily stayed with Brooke, causing drama by expecting handouts while contributing nothing. Shocker. Jordan, gone after the trip, uninterested in her real-world mess. She tried leaning on her parents, likely got some cash, but they couldn't sustain her old lifestyle. Last I heard, she's back in her hometown, living with her parents, whining about life's unfairness and how I ruined her. No accountability, no regret, just entitlement. The best part? Quiet. No more texts, demands, or drama. My apartment's mine again. Repainted the living room, ditched her furniture choices. It feels renewed. My revenge wasn't loud, it was deliberate, honoring her no-contact request and letting her actions' consequences unfold. She wanted space? She got forever. She chose Jordan? She's on her own. She assumed my support was guaranteed, lost it when she broke trust, selling the car, her status symbol, while she partied with her ex? Satisfying. That empty parking spot. When she returned? Perfect. She didn't just lose a partner, she lost the cushy life she took for granted, funded by me. It cost me emotionally, no doubt. Processing the betrayal took time, but I acted rationally, protected myself, and refused to be a pawn. She thought she could manipulate me, keep me waiting. She was wrong. She faced the hard, clear consequences of her choices, and her entitlement couldn't save her. That's the best outcome I could want. Goodbye, Emily. Time to move forward.